Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Anthony Joshua asked about Deontay Wilder entering his ring and he sons Wilder. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Shout out to IFL TV. They did an interview with Anthony Joshua's fight week, Joshua versus Parker in Cardiff, Wales, and I'm looking forward to it. In the interview, AJ said this, and I quote, "It doesn't change the outcome if Deontay Wilder is present or not. Tyson Fury could be there. We've had some great names at the fights. I don't mind if Deontay Wilder comes. You know me better than that to be rattled or angry or any sort of emotion because someone's at the fight. It doesn't bother me. Not saying that he was going to get in, but you don't dictate to me and tell me I'm getting in the ring after the fight. That's not how it goes, mate. I'll tell you, I'll invite you in the ring after the fight. This ain't a script. Like Jay-Z said, this ain't a movie, dog." I just added that part. This ain't an act. We're not gonna say, what we're gonna do is get you in the ring. No. It's not an act, mate. It's a business. Ultimately, I have to win. It's a shame because, with all due respect, you can't overlook Joseph Parker. The only thing I'll say with not getting in the ring, in my opinion, is that you don't dictate to me that you're getting in my ring. I invite you in. That's the difference. Don't tell me that I'm getting in the ring after the fight. I gotta win. I gotta win it, number one. And number two, I'll call you into the ring. That's where I stand with it. From Anthony Joshua, listen, this whole thing is becoming a mess. Eddie Hearns flipped out yesterday on an interview. He says that I heard rumors Wilder's not even coming anymore because probably, I already went over this. I think Wilder, if he doesn't come, his choice is not to come. It's probably because he feels he's being set up for a fight with Dillian White hype as opposed to the guy he wants to fight. So he's like, you know what? I'm not going to partake in that. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to go because Eddie Hearns is going to try to use my name and leverage some fight between Dillian White, which is not the fight that I want, which has been the case since last year. Everyone, and including Wilder, especially Wilder, he's saying he wants smoke with the guy that knocked Dillian White out as a pro. That's Anthony Joshua, the guy who, if he beats Joseph Parker, will have all the belts, not Dillian White. Dillian White has no belts. So it's a bigger money fight to fight AJ. AJ knocked out Dillian White, which it sounds ridiculous that people would even allude to Wilder being scared of Dillian White when he wants to fight the guy that knocked out Dillian White, when he just fought Luis Ortiz and went through hell and back and never got knocked down to compose a knockout victory. So to me, I don't think Dillian White is afraid of Wilder, and I damn sure don't think Wilder is afraid of Dillian White. Again, you don't fight a Luis Ortiz who may or may not have been cheating, you know what I mean? Because he had the suspect test, the 2 failed tests through the span of his career. Plus, he was already a good fighter regardless. You know what I mean? You don't fight someone like that to be ducking to Dillian White or anybody else for that matter, because Luis Ortiz was a very high risk, low reward type of name. And he could have bailed out when Luis Ortiz had the first failed drug test. But Wilder told you, he said, "I promise you, I'm so frustrated." He's like, "I blessed you again." He didn't have to bless him again. Anyway, back to what Joshua said. It's funny because the rumor has it that Wilder's not going, and now it's kind of like Joshua is going back to, oh, now that you know he's not coming, or the rumor is that he's not coming, Joshua is saying, hey, you don't just get in the ring. I have to first win. I call you into the ring. But if that was what was said 2 weeks ago, or whenever the whole interview dropped where he said to Sky Sports that he can't get in the ring unless he has a signed contract, then maybe Wilder, if he is not coming, maybe he would have chose to come. If you said, hey, hang tight, I'll call you in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this just sounds back and forth a little bit too much to me. The reason Wilder is not coming is because he's not going to partake in someone else. Like I said, to me, Eddie Hearns wants to be the Geppetto. You know what I mean? And he wants Wilder to play Pinocchio. You know what I mean? And that's no lie. and he wants to pull the strings and kind of dictate the motion, the ebb and flow. It's like, you ever seen one of those movies where there's like a mad scientist or a madman and they're trying to control shit, like try to control things they shouldn't be, control when people die or control the weather or something like that, things they shouldn't have control over, like the weather, and they're trying to create some kind of machine or something, some algorithm that controls the weather, and then it backfires or whatever. That's what it reminds me of. But Eddie Hearns' plan backfires if Wilder doesn't show up because he's not partaking in the game. But like I said, the rumor that Wilder's not coming, and then now AJ was talking about, oh, it's a business, and you don't just say you're gonna hop in the ring. I'll call you up in the ring. But had you said that from the jump, maybe Wilder wouldn't have decided to bail if that's what he did in fact decide, right? And I mean, I like Joshua's clean-cut demeanor. Like, I mean, I think it helps him in a degree, but it's like he's looking for too much precision in a sport that's full of like savagery. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not going to be, he's saying it's not a script. Just listen to what people say. This ain't a script. This ain't an act. So since it's not a script and it's not an act, that means you can't predict what happens. It's like improv. You know what I mean? Improv comedy. If someone starts heckling a comedian, you didn't anticipate that. You didn't plant him in the crowd. He just starts going in on Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle, listen, you know what I mean? And going to say his bit, and unscripted, like Joshua was saying, this ain't a script, this ain't an act. He's going to have to calm down the crowd, or, you know what I mean? Like roast the heckler. So since it's not scripted, not everything's going to be perfect, cookie cutter clean in terms of the business stuff. If Wilder just hops in the ring, how many times have we seen that happen? Danny Garcia beat Brandon Reels just recently in February, and then Sean Porter and his dad came in the ring, Umbaku, you know what I mean? I thought he was barking, but someone said he was doing Umbaku, what he was doing, what his tribe was doing from Black Panther, because I hadn't seen the movie at the time that fight happened. I seen it a little bit after that. But either way, Sean Porter got in. Shane Mosley, after Floyd Mayweather dominated Juan Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley hopped in the ring. I mean, like you're saying, it ain't scripted. So people make rash decisions, just show up at your press conference. Muhammad Ali used to come to people's gym when they were training to fight Ali and go into their gym talking shit. That's unscripted. You know what I mean? That's boxing history. Nobody said, hey, Muhammad Ali, you can't come into the gym and be yelling at him while he's doing his media day. Muhammad Ali would just pull up. Man, this guy is ugly. He's a bear. This man's so ugly. The sweat drip backwards to stay away from his face. This man, I'm too fast. No man can beat me. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali, all that stuff wasn't scripted. So I don't really understand the angle of Team AJ. You can't control, like, it's a big ass ring. You know what I mean? You're doing an interview with Sky, and someone hops in the ring and wants to confront you. Like you said, it's not a script. You can't control that. And the last part of this whole dialogue, this whole back and forth between Wilder and Team Joshua and AJ is this. This is what's very painstakingly inconsistent from Team AJ to me. You know, when Jay-Z in his song on 444, he said, all this old talk left me confused. Would you rather be old rich me who knew you? Yup. Right? It's perfect. So my thoughts are, this is all this A-side talk left me confused. Right? This A-side talk's leaving me confused. Now you have, since we heard the rumor that Wilder's not coming, you have AJ trying to sun him and be like, yeah, you don't just get in my ring, mate. That's not how it happens. You got to be called up to the ring. You know what I mean? Like, the Price is Right. You don't just run up. We call you up. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Okay, cool. So that fits in line with AJ's the big boss man. He's the A side and you're the B side. So you have to wait to be called upon, right? So since AJ's saying you don't dictate to me, you don't just get in my ring, you have to wait to be called, because that's what businesses do and that's the professional way to do it, and I'm the A side. Fine. Using that logic, then why did AJ on record say that Wilder doesn't really want the fight, because he never sent me a contract? Once again, name a time throughout boxing history where you have an established A side and they expect the B side to send them a contract, i.e. Floyd Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana. Chino wasn't just sending Floyd a contract like, fight me, Floyd, like he's saying with this ring shit. Maidana had to get chose. You know what I mean? He got to get chose. So to me, there's just a lot of inconsistencies. Somebody make that make sense. If AJ is establishing dominance as the alpha male or the A side, whatever you want to call it, right? And he says, you don't get in the ring, you have to be called on. First of all, you didn't say that a couple weeks ago. And had you said that, maybe that entices Wilder to come because he didn't think there was a restraining order against him. Second of all, cool, you're the A side and Wilder has to get permission to come in your ring, right? In your backyard. But then again, why would AJ and team say, hey, I'm not sure Wilder really wants to fight because he never sent us a contract? Why, again, name a time through history where a B side sent the A side a contract? And you see all this establishing dominance when it comes to team AJ certifying that they are the A side in this equation. So that's fine. We'll accept you as the A side. But then that makes what you said about Wilder don't want the fight because he ain't sent us a contract. And Joseph Parker, he's down to fight, and all these guys are down to fight, but Wilder ain't really serious because he ain't never sent us a contract. Again, when is the B side sending the A side the contract? And you've made that loud and clear that you guys are the A side. You fought Klitschko, so you say you have the better resume. You had more stadiums packed. You've made more money in the sport. Cool. So again, we accept you as the A side. Then explain why the A side would expect the B side to send him a contract. Let me know your thoughts. Drop in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.